Lights out, and we're racing here in Mandalika. Underway we go. The Marco Bezzecchi's gained from pole position. Another shocking sight going backwards once again. Marquez gets aggressive on the inside of both Quartararo and Bezzecchi. Bezzecchi's going to go 6th or 7th as they steam towards turn 2. But it's Pedro Acosta that leads from Luca Marini in 2nd.
I'll tell you what, it was very touch and go as to whether Pedro Acosta jumped the start. It was very close indeed. He has the lead. We'll have to keep a very close eye on timing screens to see if that start was legitimate.
Well, yeah, we'll keep a very, very close eye. That will come up immediately on our timing screens in the commentary box. Acosta it is, though, that leads. Marini's been superb once again for line. He was 6th to 2nd.
Oh,
the start has
yes, isn't it?
It's Bezzecchi. It's Marquez and Marco Bezzecchi. That's a massive, massive crash early on here. The new world champions, Mandalika curse continues. And Marco Bezzecchi, the massive pre-race favourite from pole position and the sprint victory, is out early on in this Grand Prix. Dramatic first lap here in Mandalika. A first lap which will end with Pedro Acosta as the lead. That entry will be reviewed after the Grand Prix. We'll await the replays, but it's going to be Acosta from Marini, from Aldeguer. Marquez has still not been able to get to his feet here. This has been a real cage rattler for the new world champion.
Yeah, Bez is on behind Marc Marquez. So difficult to pass into turn 7, straight into the back of Marc Marquez, and he clips his left foot as well on the way through. Bezzecchi, I'm afraid, can look at no one but himself for that one.
Oh, that was horrible. Bezzecchi and Marc Marquez out of contention. Acosta is your leader. Still no information coming up on our timing screens about whether the Spaniard did indeed make a jump start. And now Joan Mir has crashed out of contention as well after the contact at turn 10. The factory Honda rider contact with Alex at turn 10. And Mir now becomes our 3rd high-profile victim early on here in Mandalika.
Well, we already said this was going to be a race of survival. 3 out of it already, and 3 key players out of this Grand Prix. As we see Ralph Fernandez coming through on Alex Rins, everyone in this field, particularly towards the front, are suddenly realising the obvious favourite is out. The rider who's won so many Grand Prix this season is out. This is anybody's. So Joan Mir pits, he's out of the Grand Prix. Acosta leads from Luca Marini, Fermin Aldeguer and Ralph Fernandez. The top 4 in this race have never won a MotoGP Grand Prix. Alex Rins in 5th place hasn't won for the better part of 2.5 years. Fabio Quartararo in 6th hasn't won since 2022.
Marc and Bezzecchi shaken up with the order at the front of this Grand Prix. All shook up, isn't it? As we now see Acosta, Marini, Aldeguer and Ralph Fernandez all set fastest laps of this Grand Prix. Further down the order is Miguel Oliveira, one of only 3 riders on the soft rear tyre, with Rins and Quartararo, 2 of the Yamahas, with that soft rear tyre coming in beautifully already for Oliveira. 1:31.366 sees Oliveira fastest rider on circuit. He's down at the moment in 11th place.
Even with 3 riders out, Pecco Bagnaia is last again. He's now 4 seconds off the back of the field. Bagnaia must have made a mistake somewhere to drop so far down the order. Let's have a look at what was going on into turn 1 then. This is Rins going in hot and dropping away from the back of Ralph Fernandez.
Rins has been on the floor there in Q2 this weekend. Back at the front, then it's still Acosta from Marini. This lead quartet with that little bit of a breather now ahead of Alex Rins. Fabio Quartararo on the 2nd of the factory Yamaha, still there in 6th place. Brad Binder is 8th as Aldeguer goes on the inside of Marini. Made that move beautifully. Nice move that by Aldeguer, going through the fast left-hander of turn 12. Aldeguer then now up into 2nd place. Starts the pursuit of Acosta.
Aldeguer possibly the favourite at this stage to win this Grand Prix, given what we saw from him in the sprint yesterday. Of course, we would never have known where Acosta would have figured, because he crashed out of the sprint. No news on our timing screens. We haven't had the no jump stars message, but we certainly haven't any news of Acosta jumping it. If he didn't jump it, he absolutely nailed it.
Turn 17. This is going to be the completion of lap 5 of 27. So an awful long way to go in this Grand Prix. It's back-to-back fast laps for Aldeguer. This time around he's improved to 1:31.288, but once again on that soft rear tyre, getting that hooked up beautifully right now is Oliveira. Marini, that's not going to work out, just in too hot on the brakes into turn 10. Aldeguer showing Acosta his front wheel going through 11. Marc Marquez, when he was on the podium with Aldeguer in the Austrian Grand Prix, said of all of the Ducati riders, it's Aldeguer that is better at anybody on a GP24 or GP25 or whatever Ducati are calling their destinies at each now this year. He's the best at managing the rubber late on in Grand Prix. this collision early on. Marco Bezzecchi charging into the back of Marc Marquez's Factory Ducati, putting the 93 and world champion immediately out of contention. Oh, Marc was looking at that. There's no serious damage, hopefully, to that left foot. It looks like the main concern is a right shoulder injury. And with Marc out early, yeah, look, he's already sort of feeling that upper right arm. Of course, it was the right humerus bone, wasn't it, causing so much grief. Here is Aldeguer then in the top left-hand corner of your picture, taking the lead of this Grand Prix for the first time. He's got the job done up at turn 10. A nod of the head, a nod of approval from Aldeguer as he comes out of the final corner. It has been, without question, phenomenal from Aldeguer here in the Grand Prix of Indonesia. What a performance, what a dominant victory.